Yo, what's going on, man? We back with another video, man. This right here is Viltrumite War, a Great Chaos, I believe, by Zephfire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all voted on this one. I ain't gonna cap, man. On the last video, I did tell people what was gonna happen before it happened in the video. Y'all was mad at me. I only did that because the prior video, man, y'all was saying I didn't watch Invincible. And I let the pride get to me. I ain't gonna lie, because I was like, I know what happened. I hate when people say you didn't do anything. So that's just Scorpio energy. You feel me? I ain't gonna count, man. But have y'all ever seen Invincible?
I have not.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that nigga Omni-Man was foul. That nigga looked at his son. He said, "Yeah, your mother, she was kind of like a pet to me."
He basically said the B word without saying the B word. You feel me? That's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we got some beautiful ladies in the building, man. Tonight, man. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Let them know where they can find you at.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Jade. You can find me on TikTok or Instagram at onlyarijade. So come catch this vibe. Come get this point of view.
What's up? It's Bozz. You can find me on IG, TikTok, and Clappers. It'll all be linked below.
My name is Jadakaay. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook at Jadakaay, TikTok at JK1001, and I also do hair and makeup, and I travel. So my pages for that is BeautyXJ. Hit me up.
It's your girl Kream from ATL, also known as PJ from Could Have Been Love Season 2. You know, y'all can follow me on Instagram at creamfrom._ATL_.
I ain't gonna just spend enough time. I couldn't get no dick, and I take dick behind closed doors.
And TikTok as well, and Twitter as well. Just put Kream from ATL, it should come up.
Right, there we go. I peeped you. I ain't gonna lie. But hey, y'all gonna follow these beautiful ladies, man. Hit that like, hit that sub, man. We about to get into it, man. Let's get it.
And Thetis the Betrayer's getting ready for the greatest sneak of all time. He been plotting on Argyle for a minute, just like your best friends the moment you break up with your girl.
Nigga, what the f is you doing in the video? Oh yeah, bro, yeah, that's me. Nigga, I know it's you. What are you doing in the video?
And while Thetis is camping on the top rope, he decides to finish the job. And this leads to the funeral of Argyle. And this is how I knew Viltrumites were straight niggas in the flesh. Because tell me why they was out here, mid-funeral, aura farming in the sky using the Nigerian coffin technique. You can't even have a funeral on Viltrum without some aura farming.
Incredible. As you know, today we gather for the loss of a real nigga. The realest nigga within our ranks. Emperor Argyle, and as your new Grand Regent, I make it my mission to lead Viltrum into more planets, more money, and most importantly, more bitches.
Okay.
Silence! We first need to weed out our weakness. You. Are you loyal?
Yes, I am. General Thrag.
Bitch, who you talking to? It's Grand Regent Thrag, nigga.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
And for my first order of business, any weak nigga in your presence can and will get smoked. Now let the purge begin.
Announcing the commencement
Yeah,
of the
no
annual
joke.
purge.
And this right here is where everyone starts tweaking. I'm telling you, the whole house mad. Everyone on the planet running the sickest fade. It's looking like an 8-player smash. Dare I say Tilted Towers in its prime. I'm seeing home runs into the scenery. People getting hit with the Bane backbreaker. I know Battle Beast watching this geeked right now. But this segment really got the most brutal kills in the entire show. I'm seeing Shawty ripping out niggas' guts only to get killed by a boulder. I saw Michael Jordan in real life get pushed down and stepped on. And even the little niggas out here getting jumped for their lunch money. I was like, no, I ain't gonna do this, my guy. And this one right here gotta be the worst. My brother got third party and his body ripped apart. And the same bottom half that he lost is being used to pimp slap the both of them. And I'm just watching this fried like, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad? Thrag ain't even give them niggas a body count limit. He just said, put hands on one of them niggas. But once Thrag got out there and truly seen the destruction for himself, he realized enough is enough. Going out there to tell everybody to stop the violence. And you know some niggas like Conquest were not trying to chill for real. He heard him say stop the violence and said,
how do you feel about stop the violence movement?
Who movement that is?
Young boy. How you feel about it?
Yeah. we still gonna be out all night. That's good now.
And with Thrag ending the annihilation of his race, he plans to lead them to a new form of glory. And now we get to Earth. We get back to my dog Invincible on Earth, and to the shock of absolutely nobody, this nigga's life still sucks. This man Mark cannot catch a break. These villains on Earth are just pressing Mark at every turn, and at this point of his career, Mark's just like, you know what? F all that! And he's smoking anyone on sight. It ain't matter if he was a dinosaur, a human, nigga, a lizard. Invincible will make sure he sends you to hell. Literally. He was even down there in the underworld fighting shorties like, Nah. Y'all gonna have to hear me out for this one. I'm already seeing y'all type in the comments, Goon Fire, Diddy Fire. Y'all can't even call me Snowfire for this take. This more like Fire. You get it? Cause like, she's like,
oh, brother, this guy's
I'm sorry! But when Invincible returns, he sees Nolan. Back on Earth with Alan, out here to recruit Mark and Oliver for the upcoming Viltrumite war. And before we even move on, I just gotta say this. No matter what conflict happens in this universe, niggas always gotta involve Mark. Like the fact that he's been kidnapped to save a planet that's not even his twice would have royally pissed me off. I would have been like, you know what? How about we all die? Mark agrees to join, but Nolan's also here for a completely different reason. Getting his favorite eater back on the roster. And when I saw Debbie open that front door, it was looking like a mission that was nigh impossible. And when he got into that house, I was sadly correct. Debbie was blocking every attempt at the rim. But babe, you said you loved me.
Bro, I never said that. Fuck you, bitch. I ain't never said you was nice, nigga. I ain't even want you on the team. Is you talking about, bitch?
Yeah, every shot that Nolan tried was just not falling. And he dips out Debbie's crib to go immediately crack a nice cold beer with his homeboy. And Nolan's just chilling with him, telling him about all the planets that he been to and all the new hoes that he messed with. Really had bro curious like,
that's my goal for 2019.
16 years. How long you been faithful?
But Mark and Oliver grab their stuff and they head off into space. And I shit you not even 5 minutes after takeoff, their entire ship explodes. Like, what do I keep telling y'all, bro? This nigga's life is terrible. The ship explodes all over the place like me inside Yo Mama. And the moment you look at the debris, you immediately see Oliver knocked out.
Sit down, big fella.
Like, I would really go off on Lil Bro, but just wait on it, bruh. It gets worse. Mark checks up on him to make sure he's alright, but when he turns around, he sees someone that should already be dead.
This is what happens when you don't finish what you started.
Conquest, popping back out, ready for round 2. And I know Mark saw this tight as all hell. How did Cecil let him walk? They all get ready to scrap, but before I can even move on, how the hell did this nigga live? I'm watching this mad as hell. I literally saw you die. These Viltrumites can literally survive anything as long as a singular cell is activated in their body. But Conquest pulled up and they immediately started talking smack, with Conquest asking, where's your girl? I can't wait to taste her again. Don't worry about my girl, nigga. You gonna tell them how lonely you are again?
Whoa, chill out, bro. That was an intimate moment.
Yeah, Mark exposing Conquest in front of the others was crazy. I know Lucan was looking at this nigga like, but they end up wasting no time. They immediately get to boxing. We see everyone throwing hands, going stupid, and Oliver immediately charges in with the Nah, let's really go back and talk about it. Oliver is truly embarrassing. You telling me you saw Conquest and the first thing you said is this?
We killed you once, we can do it again.
Nigga, who the hell is we? Like, this nigga can memorize everything that happened since birth. But you can't even remember how Conquest did you, my nigga? Even Invincible looked at him crazy when he said this. He was like,
Is this nigga serious?
like, you really show up and do nothing on the court. I'm watching like, what is he doing?
What is he doing, folks? Why would he shoot the ball? Why?
And Conquest really had this man in a headlock about to get red rushed. Like on a channel where I've covered Hawkeye, Cyborg, and Daniel LaRusso. You are the biggest fraud I have ever seen. But Oliver gets bailed out by Nolan and they get to scrapping, sending punches and shockwaves all throughout the galaxy, and they get in a lock. And Conquest starts talking his smack. He's like, I keep hearing Nolan this, Nolan that, Nolan top 3 in the verse. Nigga, your chain fake! Slamming the headbutt, and he winds up the craziest backhand known to man. Only for Invincible to slam Conquest in the side, calling ISO immediately. And Invincible came in just beating on Conquest's face, hitting punch after punch after punch. He's gonna come out looking like Blackboy Max. And this man hit him with 1 elbow. As a matter of fact, 2. You know what? Here go 3. Like, nah, Martin, since when you move like this? Had Conquest looking at him like, nah, this biracial nigga tough as f. And we see Oliver watching the fight, waiting for Invincible to win so he can take all the credit. And while he's watching, Oliver gets caught lacking by Lucian like... And Lucas started giving straight belt. Doing Oliver so bad, he started hitting the speed face. Nolan saves him again and immediately sends Oliver to the bench, telling him to go on that planet and sub yourself out. And Oliver immediately does so. Conquest looks over and sees Oliver running away, and he only sees this as fresh prey, knocking Mark away and proceeds to do Oliver the worst. Yeah, Conquest is about to turn Oliver into a memory. But nah, this dead frying me. Conquest be turning into a 99 overall hooper every time he sees Oliver. He out there dribbling him off concrete. He about to hit a poster dunk on this nigga. Conquest really turns into prime Kobe Bryant whenever Oliver's in vicinity. And Oliver, I said this in the last one and I'ma say it again. Do not turn around, nigga. But Oliver gets, blocked by Mark. With Mark flying him across the planet with his hands gripped upon his neck. And Conquest, refusing to choke like the Knicks, does everything in his power to fight back. And we get it body shot, haymaker after haymaker. They out there flying through everything on the planet like these. And when they crash, the dogfight does nothing but continue, with Invincible trying to put him in the grave, and Conquest is like, not today, bitch! And he just keeps beating down, slamming his ribs. I know they flat like pancakes right now. And Invincible's talking like, you can't kill me. Man, shut up, nigga! And he continues to just body bag Mark. Done hit Brody so bad, he looked like a Dragon Ball character. But Invincible is still choking the life out of Conquest. Got him looking as purple as Oliver. And this is where Conquest decides to charge up the Viltrumite special move. One that I personally like to call the Viltrumite guillotine. And with one strike, he stabs through Mark, leaving him impaled and the entire scenery decorated in his blood. And I'm crying. With this move, Conquest put Mark at an even couple goals. But as wounded as he is, Invincible is still fighting back, still pushing Conquest to the ground, and in an act of defiance, Conquest starts pulling down Invincible's intestines in a scene I can't even show on YouTube. And you got Conquest pulling his shit out like silly string, looking like that one scene from Open Season. But despite Mark having less working organs than a fetus, he still digs his hands in Conquest's neck, finally forces Conquest to take his last breath. What's up, y'all? This is Zephfire, and this video is sponsored by... Look how fast you are gonna skip ahead. Shame on you! I'm just here to plug in my live channel, reacting to Invincible as well as the entire comic up over there. Make sure you check it out after this one, and now we can get back to it. Now, as you can see, that ends the first battle against the Viltrumites. Now I know a lot of y'all might be asking, Zeph, you went through that entire matchup and not once did you mention Tech Jacket or Alan. And to whoever asked this, I want to hold you by the shoulder and look at you in your eyes as I give my rebuttal. Bro, these niggas are garbage. Tech Jacket and Alan were like the most fraudulent duo I've ever seen on the screen. Every time I saw one of their battles, I wanted to walk the hell out. No exaggeration. I'm gonna get to even more of my complaints later on, but in just this battle, they was just out there running cardio. They were out there stat padding against the Viltrumites doing nothing of worth. 90% of the episode, you had Alan and Tech Jacket moving in a straight line, and these folk couldn't even land a shot to save their life. And literally going to their face and not getting shot. These straight bullets were doing more damage to the environment than two of your opponents combined. This whole little side quest was trash. And when it comes to these two, I'ma have a lot more to complain about. But I'm sick of talking about these two. Let's just move on. We get back to the cast, and Mark, Nolan, and Oliver are stranded on this planet, with Mark's body still on the brink of collapse, and they're waiting for him to recover. And during this time, it forces Nolan and Oliver to bond. And I know Nolan was sick as hell. This nigga finally had to be a father. He a strong warrior from an alien race. You know damn well he don't care about them kids. But during their time bonding, Oliver decides to ask how Nolan's life was at his age.
So easy, tell me, how is your life as a youngster?
My style is a juvenile, ran with a gang.
And that takes us straight into planet Viltrum. And the way this planet's looking, I can't even lie, it's looking like society for Kai never streamed. The sky's blue as hell, the planet is thriving, the HUD's not only bad, but they will beat your ass. I know a lot of y'all niggas gonna feel right at home. But that happy-go-lucky life was just not the one for Nolan. After finishing his teaching job like a normal citizen, he gets greeted by his parents. And these two are staring him down, serious as all hell. And if you are an African watching this, you only got this look if both of your parents were disciplining you at once. And that is exactly what Nolan's parents are about to do here. And they wasted no time. They immediately got to it. Weave, block, get back. We get a kickback across the stage, and they start exchanging blows against some Pokemon cards. But the dad slams him in the chest, and before he can even recover, he almost gets caught lacking, caught goofy. Look how close she was to his neck. She was about to catch a body. Nolan's out there hitting them weaves like some black hair, and his mom completely destroys the fit. And while he's out there mourning the Balenci, he gets Falcon knee to the face. And this is when they hit him with the Wombo combo, the Mario Bros combo, dare I say the Hardy Boys special. They start viciously jumping this nigga. You would almost watch this scene and forget, this is their son. I don't know about y'all niggas, but when they said abortion, they did not mean this. Nolan's getting beat like the Atlanta Hawks, but he decides to pull out the bully Maguire.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Completely blinding his mama and throwing her away. And Nolan's dad was dead frying me. Nigga, that is your wife. Throwing her to the side like she belongs to the streets. I know Future looking down smiling.
Sensational.
And while Nolan still tried to put the beats on his dad, literally stabbing through his hand, he decides to sing happy birthday.
It's your birthday. Play on your birthday. She now for your birthday.
And while torturing his son with that straight ear cancer, Nolan's mom swoops in and decides to give the worst beating I done ever seen in my life. She really out here mad talking about some he's a failure. Nigga, you are the mother! You raised him! That was you! And after that beatdown, his mom just decides to leave the entire family. Bro, what type of family dynamic is this?
Like, they just some randoms.
Was the last time I seen my mom. Last time I saw my dad was a week later, along with 99% of my planet. Yeah, Pops. I'm going to bed. And during this offseason, let's just say the coalition were going crazy. Starting with Alan reuniting with his girl and Tech Jacket continuing to invite herself in every single conversation. Like, why are you joining me talk with my girl, dog? Who the hell are you? And after this, we find out the coalition are up a million right now. They out there killing stray Viltrumites, taking over their planets. And when we get to Thrag, he's looking at his map like ease, pissed off, and rightfully so. But sadly, the coalition had my ex on the team, a whole snake, feeding information straight to the Viltrumites. And they plan to stage their lick back in the middle of this coalition strategy meeting. And while Thetis is trying to rally the troops for one final push, that's when the Viltrumites decide to make their move. And before Thetis could even get a sentence off, this nigga gets boomed with all these Viltrumites descending on the planet. And I'm low-key crying. Thetis was just talking smack and they pulled up on bro like this.
Pull up. Pull up. Please pull up. I want you to pull up. Watch your back. Nobody's behind me, brother.
But the Viltrumites start attacking the entire planet, got the whole place looking like hell. And they're out here destroying the alien race with comical levels of ease.
That's so easy.
Like, just look at Craig right here. This man swiped his body from his shoulder to his liver, threw it at the other nigga, and then kicked him in the face. Dang. Like, nah, folks, these niggas some demons. But Krieg was really getting shots up on the G League and thought he was about it. He straight up said,
"Where is the betrayer? Here."
Asking for the fade, then immediately getting dropped is hysterical. One thing we gotta do is give Thetis his props. When you look at this entire battle in hindsight, he was one of the only niggas throwing it down. Like, you was talking all scary in every meeting saying y'all can't handle 30 Viltrumites. I don't know, you look completely fine to me. Beating on Krieg, literally catching a body. You moving like 41-year-old LeBron. Clearly still got it. And the fact that an old nigga like Thetis, someone who's seen Beethoven and Cardi in the same lifetime, is performing better than two of the youngest on the roster, tells you all you need to know. Cause when we get back, Tech Jacket's getting whooped. I'm talking straight spanked. She was truly pissing me off. Alan too, you not safe, cause both of y'all niggas fight the exact same. Tech Jacket and Alan were the biggest frauds of this entire season. Every single one of their fights starts with Alan struggling fighting a Viltrumite, Tech Jacket getting her face kicked in, sometimes literally, Alan turning around being like, one-shotting whatever Viltrumites in front of him at the time, despite him struggling, and then saves Zoe with relative ease. Now repeat for an entire season. Like, Alan, you be dragging these fights like they're difficult for you, but could easily overpower these Viltrumites whenever you need to. Like, you are sending them flying like a Looney Tunes character, and you expect me to believe that you're struggling, my nigga? I'm not buying it. I'm just watching all these fights like, bro, why is he lying? And when we see her about to get murked by Anissa, she gets saved yet again. But this time, it's not by Alan. Invincible. Back at it again with the whole fam, and I know everyone watching was geeked. Now, sadly, the animation just completely sold the bag. Like, if you compare the comic page to what they actually animated, I don't know how you could convey more energy on a still image than a fully animated scene. Like, the outrage that came out of this episode wasn't even people dragging it for real. A lot of the animation in this part looks terrible. Like, look at this headbutt, bro. They gotta put more effort in the animation because the series would be even more elite if they did. And one more thing to complain about, when Thrag's ship was blowing up at the end of the battle, he decides to say this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I did not mess with his voice actor either. This isn't like the Conquest complaints where people were just whining because he didn't sound like a TikTok edit. Thrag's voice genuinely does not fit the nigga, I'm so sorry. But anyways, at the end of the battle, Thrag decides to hit the Cyclops.
To me, my niggas.
And the rest of the Viltrumites follow Thrag all the way back to their home planet. And while the Viltrumites retreat, the Coalition have a strategy meeting on what to do next. Alan thinks they should hold off, but Thetis is like,
nah, them young niggas, they took everything from me. We strike back now.
And Thetis, not even wanting to give him time to relax, makes the play to attack planet Viltrum right away. We get to planet Viltrum and we see all the characters posted up ready for battle. And we get this very beautiful scene out of Alan's girlfriend.
Battle Beast.
Never mind. And as they start flying towards Viltrum, going through all the dead bodies. All you see on the horizon is Thrag. And yes, even at this distance, he's still showing the fit. But Thrag's out there standing alone with the entire coalition and Oliver standing for battle. And the way Thrag just started spawning in teammates, it felt just like this.
What's up, nigga? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
And just like that, all these niggas look like they're about to get jumped. And the battle immediately starts with a backdoor on Thetis. Thula's out here going crazy, literally getting a slash off battle beast. And I'm crying. This nigga literally took damage and started pumping his chest like he 2018 Braun. This nigga is crazy. And while everyone out there running their fades, we get to Mark and Oliver hitting a wombo combo all over Lucan. We got Craig over here hitting eagle tackles to get on Thetis and literally rips his back like it's some homework, and Thetis wasn't playing that at all. Headbutting Krieg, pulling him back, and with just this pull in the knee, he literally breaks this man's wrist. See, now I know why he was the first one to crack some shorties on Earth. He was genuinely out here going through hell. We get back to Oliver, I'm just out here gracing, and he puts up no shots in the field. Lucan charging at Mark, straight pissed about that wombo combo, and just starts wailing all over Mark. Man, get off me! Man, I'm gonna dodge your next attack and hit the ribs off you. Survey says! And while Mark continues his daily routine of getting his ass beat, we look up in the sky and see Speed Racer sniping niggas from the logo like he's 2016 Steph Curry. And even a shot from that deep does nothing but slightly change the lighting on Thrag. But Speed Racer joins the battle regardless with all these demonic Yoshis, and they start moving insane. This nigga right here said, and tears her face off. Even Alan's looking around shocked. And while the Yoshi's out there doing their thing, Speed Racer immediately gets jumped. He tried to run and they was like, nah, I'm crying. This nigga brought a gun to a Viltrumite fight. And with just one punch, almost immediately took this nigga out the match. But this is when Tech Jacket comes in and actually clutches up, saving Speed Racer and operating all throughout this fight like a point guard. She really looked at herself in the mirror and said, if we keeping it a buck, we ass. And completely changed her role to setting up lobs for Alan. I can't even hold you. I gotta give her props. But Nolan was sick of Thrag just sitting there. He said, "Now fuck that!" He instantly charges in looking for a right hook, but he gets weaved into a dunk, literally turning Nolan into a cataclysmic event. And when Nolan finally lands, he gets pressed by Thrag saying,
"Do you want to know why I hit you back to Viltrum? Because I wanted you to get one last look at the culture you decided to abandon."
And Thrag not even talking trash for real. He's just trying to recruit Nolan to his cause, saying Theta's gonna betray him too. And it sounded just like this.
You're not going back to the finals, Curry! Curry! You're not going! Listen to this roster! D-Rose! LeBron! Isaiah! LeBron! Come on, you can't beat me! What are you doing?
And despite Thrag's best efforts, Nolan is still like, nah, I ain't joining you. Tragic. And to think I thought you were a real nigga. And this man Thrag proceeds. An uppercut so hard it started pulling Nolan towards him in a stance that would put Gon Freeze to shame. He said, Saijo Raku!
Damn, you hit that nigga so hard to replay 3 different times.
And with Thrag sending Nolan straight back into space, he goes back up there ready to run the craziest squad wipe of all time. But before that even happens, we get to see Oliver CTE Grayson immediately charge into the fight. Nigga, where are you going? Your dad got dragged back farther than Stephanie's hairline and you're just charging in? You legitimately have a fetish of getting your ass beat. He comes in with by far the weakest pull-up line I'd have ever heard.
A black hole call. He wants it sucked back.
He thought he was doing something.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what this nigga was thinking. You sounded just like DDG.
You 21, but you is not a savage.
And Thrag immediately puts the beats on him, crushing his fist. Nah, don't run, nigga. Bam! I'm just looking at him and I'm just like, bro, what's all over good for? Absolutely nothing. And Mark was watching this pissed. He said, I killed Conquest, I'm gonna kill you too. And this had everyone looking shocked, and one woman turned on. And all I gotta say is, do not touch that nigga, you bastard. Mark charges right in, trying to send him to next week, and Thrag hits a reverse impact frame and completely negates the attack with his hairline. And Mark out here holding his wrist with Thrag being like,
yeah, that shit hurt, don't it?
And Mark just continues to get sunned. Pimp slap, smacked him so hard he couldn't even see Rod wave in front of him. Gut check, get the fuck up out of here. And Thrag just starts putting beats on everybody. Battle Beast tries to come in for the smoke. Body, grabbing his jetpack and throwing that nigga like a Looney Tunes character. And when we get back to Nolan, he's just watching all this destruction from the top rope, and he proceeds to get so pissed off, he decides to pull a Frieza.
I own you. I own your planet. I own this planet. In fact, this planet.
Charging straight towards the planet's core, taking out any lacking nigga in his wake, Nolan gets them all to destroy the entire planet. And once Thrag catches wind of this, he gets pissed. Literally, look at how he was schmoving. But even if you moving at the speed of a girl rejecting a Twitch mod, Viltrum not gonna matter on Judgment Day. And with the power of the 3 Viltrumites, the entire planet explodes into nothing. Everyone's looking in despair until you see Lucan's happy ass talking about some, ooh, shiny. But once planet Viltrum is completely destroyed, we see the rubble of all the destruction. Fragments of the planet everywhere, Viltrumite corpses all around. I'm talking
her, him, bodies.
Nolan starts regretting his decision, saying, what have I done? But Thetis was waiting for this day. He immediately started talking.
Viltrumites, look at your planet. We will leave you in ruin just like it. Now choose life or death.
But out from the rubble comes Thrag in straight tears.
Them tears, bro?
And with just 3 words sets the tone for the entire battle.
I choose death.
Damn. He really about to rock my shit.
And with that one attack, he stands in front of the whole mob, holding the head of the betrayer, as if he just stole a nigga's chain. And he proceeds to say,
You are all next.
He immediately goes straight at Nolan and starts beating him senseless. Nothing but straight headshots, even down spiking the nigga. Mark comes in with a block to offer some type of help, but that don't work. Getting hit with an elbow right into a 2H, and immediately gets back to beating Nolan so bad, it's looking fresh out of Punch-Out. I haven't seen a 2v1 this dominant since Darth Maul fought 2 top-tier niggas by himself. Nolan tries to get back, but gets his forearm blown out by a block. And when Mark looks up, he sees his dad's toes up in the air looking like these. And he said, oh, hell no. And Thrag was on his ass like white on rice. He was like, you beat Conquest, right? Show me then, nigga. Got Mark looking all types of crazy. And before Thrag could turn his head into Angstrom Levy, Nolan comes in with the save. Thank you, Dad. You saved me. No problem, son. We got this. And with just one attack, Nolan was instantly pushed to the grave. And Mark, getting his shonen anger boost, tries to get back, but... And Thrag grabs his neck saying, you know nothing, boy, and headbutts him. And with just his hands, proceeds to crush this man Mark halfway to death, with his eyes literally crying in blood. But he was about to crush his head like a pinata. But once he saw Planet Viltrum, he was like, nah, I got an even better way to get back. And after getting left alone in space, a coalition ship finally picks up Mark and Nolan. And when Mark finally wakes up, he checks on Nolan and Oliver, and they're both looking cruised. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw Oliver, and I was trying so hard not to laugh. Mark and Nolan being this beat up makes sense. You got in here after 1 hit. This nigga genuinely didn't put up no shots for real. And now they got you in this Goku-ass healing chamber. Nah, you really think he's him? And Mark gets back up with Alan and the gang, and they surprise surprisingly, lost all the Viltrumites. They've been looking all over the universe and couldn't find not a single trace. And that's when Mark comes into the realization. They come to Earth. And all we see is all these Viltrumites descend onto Earth. I really thought we were gonna see the next Armageddon. How the hell is anyone supposed to live this? I know Cecil was watching all of them enter the atmosphere like,
There's no way, there's no way, there's no way. Say you swear to God. Say you swear to God. Put that on put that on Allah.
And when Mark lands back on Earth, he gets hit with that post-traumatic smoke disorder, spending the entirety of his time on Earth just imagining Thrag killing all of his loved ones. I'm crying. He really spent the whole episode looking like these. Mark also talks to Cecil to tell him what happened, and I'm surprised there was no confrontation. If that was me finding out what you did to let Conquest go, I would have came back like,
my God, Cecil, you wouldn't guess who I ran into today. It's ironic, because you said Conquest was dead. Why the fuck was he alive? He rearranged my guts. What the fuck?
And as Mark leaves the government base, all he sees in the sky is Thrag. Aura farming like the best of the best, just to talk to Mark. And the only question that I have is, how long were you standing there, my nigga? Mark immediately tries to run a fade, but Thrag is not here for a fight, but a talk.
Look, this is how we doing this. We will stay on your planet, crack your hose, and you will do nothing about it. You took away my planet, so I will take every piece of poom poom on this planet. I will have you on the planetary cuck chair, nigga. Now choose.
And while Mark is out there contemplating his decision, I know Lucan is down where somewhere lit as hell. And although Mark does not want to agree, he starts getting flashes of everybody he cares about. But he was still about to fight Thrag until he saw Adam Eve flash into his head. And you telling me you thought of your own mama die and you was still willing to get into the battle, but you stopped at the snow bunny, my nigga? I know Lucan watching you like this, my nigga.
And I'm telling you right now, you cannot come to the National Black Revolutionary Political Convention. You cannot come to the National Black Revolutionary Political Convention if you got a snow bunny on your arm.
But Mark reluctantly agrees and lets Thrag walk, knowing full well he damn near risked the well-being of the entire planet. But even though the main war is over, the plotting is not done, because Status truly shows why he was called the Betrayer. Because even beyond the grave, he sets up the greatest backdoor of all time, confronting Alan and telling him, yo, you know your friends? Nigga, fuck them. You're going to Earth and putting every Viltrumite in the grave. Ending the season, teasing yet another betrayal.
There we have it. What y'all think about that video?
Easy to watch.
You said what?
I like the ghetto voiceovers. I like the ghetto point of view of it.
Yes. My type of comedy, for sure.
The ghetto voiceovers, yeah, they was locked in, no cap. You know, everybody was locked in on here. So what was y'all favorite part of it?
My favorite part was when he bossed up and was letting them know, like, you know, like the poom poom parts and stuff. Like, yes, I'm here. He was keeping it 2P for me. But y'all definitely put me up on a new anime for sure.
Well, this technically ain't anime. They gonna hit you in the comments and say, this ain't anime, girl. But okay. You know, if you watch anime, you're gonna watch this too, though. You're gonna watch this too. I'm be honest. What would y'all put this in? This would be like animation. Do y'all like this type of videos? What type of videos y'all like?
Yeah.
Okay, bet, man. This is very important. Y'all have to follow them to bring them back, man. Y'all got to follow them to bring them back for real. If not, they're going to be like, I ain't coming back on. Make sure y'all follow them right now, man. And don't say, hey, go follow them right now. Then y'all be talking about, you know, they ain't really paying attention. No, they watched the video, man. It wasn't no talking, so I don't want to hear, oh, they was talking the whole video. They paid attention to the whole video. Didn't speak, man. They was locked in, so I don't want to hear none of that. All I want to hear is y'all gonna follow them right now, man. And if you got a reaction request before you talk, man, join that membership, man. You must be part of the membership for collab reaction requests, man. Before you say, I want to react, nigga, join the membership. That's all I want to hear. You feel me? But I mean, follow these beautiful ladies. Thank y'all so much for coming out, man. Hit that like, hit that sub, man. We out. Peace.